I do have my nuts, but I can't eat anything on the air because of what the producer has said. And we have with us tonight. Ebony Sports Reporters. We got Coach Julius Hall in the house. Then we got and Coach Julius Hall. Let y'all know that he was a city champion with regards to tennis in the city of Savannah. He
no
was a
question.
he was a city's champion in the city of Savannah. Then we have Coach Al Pompey in the house, Coach Al Pompey, and also a travel referee and game official around the entire country out of Florida. So, bam, we got him in the house. And then we got Coach Bernard Brown, state champion with regards to basketball, who laid it all down. And so we are here, Ebony Sports Report. We say that all of you share. We are on Roku television, on YouTube, and Facebook Live. Bam, we got right in the house. And so now we're going to move on to something that's very important right now. Very important, very important. In particular to Coach Julius Hall. Coach Julius Hall, he had 15 teams playing in the NFL playoffs last week. He had 15 teams. So, Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts about the NFL playoffs, because you're out your 15 teams that you had, because you got 15 teams.
What about my teams? My teams, do you see what I got on? Now, two of my teams playing today, this weekend. Jacksonville, if the producer will put up the NFL in the overlays, we got Jacksonville playing San Francisco. In the overlays, you got Jacksonville and San Francisco. I'll get it if you can. I got it. Okay. Here's to get to the Super Bowl. You got the Chiefs playing Jacksonville. That's my two teams. You got the Bills playing Buffalo. That's the AFC side. You got the Eagles playing the Giants, and you got the Cowboys playing my other team, San Francisco. So I got 3 teams out of 8. How many do any of you have? None of y'all got anything. I got 3 out of 8. Don't disappear, Al, because your team is not in there. They played the sorriest game ever in the history of football. Talking about Tom Brady is the GOAT. He was really the GOAT. He should have been eating grass and no mind and whatever. But yeah, that's what my thinking. I'll give you all my teams won. I'll tell you who will win this round here also before the night on.
All right, you go down here and give us a prediction. What are your predictions right now, Coach Julius Hall? Since you have 15 teams.
San Francisco will beat the Cowboys. The Eagles will beat the Giants. The Chiefs will beat my other team, Jacksonville, and Cincinnati will upset the Bills. Okay? Cincinnati will upset the Bills. So y'all look for that. I called it right here. It'll be Kansas City and Cincinnati. It'll be Philadelphia and San Francisco. Y'all gonna have a great Super Bowl this year, because that hat that Coach Al is wearing, he ain't nowhere around. They're sorry. They're no good. They're despicable. I'm finished.
All right. Coach Julius Hall.
In a minute.
Coach Julius Hall. And Coach Al Pompey, what happened to you on Saturday? Oh, I should say Sunday morning. Somebody came knocking on your door 1:00 in the morning. That was Coach Bernard Brown. And I understand why you would answer the door for him. He came to your house Sunday morning, 1:00 in the morning. But Coach Al Pompey, what's your thoughts with regard to NFL playoffs? I'm just saying.
He owed me my money.
So it's my turn now. First of all, I need to throw a flag. See this right here? This is a flag. I'm throwing a flag on the play. Flag, unsportsmanlike conduct, Coach Julius Hall. That is not right. You cannot have more than 15 teams. I'm not allowing that anymore. We're done with that. You got to pick a team. I'll even give you 2 teams, and you got to stick with it. If not, we won't play. And if this don't work, I'm going to go get the red flag, and we'll throw a challenge flag. Flag on the play. Now, back to these Bucks. Don't you ever in life talk about my team like that. That could get you, But I from the start. The Bills and the Eagles going to the Super Bowl. I call it said. That's all I got.
Coach Julius Hall, you are muted.
I told him ain't nobody heard nothing he said because he muted. Because he was breaking up. Your internet's reception bad. Nobody want to hear you tell that lie anyway.
So Coach Al Pompey, go ahead and put it out. I think it might be a little better right now, Coach Al.
Hey, Juice sucking on the juice from next door.
I'm gonna put it out there again. Y'all see, first of all, you see my flag. Got a flag on the plate.
That's right.
Flag on the plate. I got a flag on the plate. All right. That's a personal foul. Coach Julius Hall, we're gonna take 15 yards and we're gonna start this again. So don't ever talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That could get you hurt. That's just not right. But I said it from the start. I called it. Bills and the Eagles in the Super Bowl out here on Ebony Sports, and it's gonna happen. I said it from the beginning of the season, Bernard Brown.
And Coach Bernard Brown, Midnight Marauder Brown, Midnight America After Dark Marauder Brown. What's your thoughts with regard to the NFL playoffs? What's your predictions?
Hey, man, I'm glad y'all got y'all thing out the way. Man, let the real man go ahead and tell you what's gonna happen. You know, Al and Brady need to go and find his wife so he can come back home. And Jules, he's so love. Jules got so many teams, man. I thought he was the commissioner.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Flag on the plate.
That's right, Commissioner Jules. Hey,
where's Coach Stud at? He talking about why?
Hey, this how this gonna work. It's gonna be Kansas City.
What he's saying is you.
Hey,
Coach Bernard Brown got the floor. Go ahead, Coach Bernard Brown.
Hey, it's gonna be Kansas City in the Bills, San Francisco in the Eagles. That's the Final Four, and it's gonna be the Eagles and Kansas City, and Philadelphia is gonna bring home a second world championship against their old coach. That's what's gonna happen. That's how it's gonna look. And case closed, Jesus. We don't need to say no more. Whoever win, I pick teams that win anyway. Whoever win is my team. Period.
Now, how's that different from what I got?
You got the whole NFL, Jews.
I ain't got but 4 teams. 5 with Jacksonville 5.
Flag on the.
But
so he is guaranteed to have the winner.
Jacksonville fan. That's what I'm trying to.
That's it.
He is guaranteed to have a winner.
Jacksonville fan. I've been knowing you for a while.
He became a Jacksonville fan on Thursday, January 12th. That's when he became a Jacksonville fan. That's when he became on Ebony Sports Reports. He became a Jacksonville fan then. That's when he made his prediction. And that's when he indicated. And that way he indicated he had 15 teams, you know. So
really?
Yeah, so
really. Where's Stud at? Where Coach Eric at? Coach Eric, why are you not on here? Coach Eric will tell y'all I am a Jacksonville big fan.
But
right?
I didn't say you wasn't a Jacksonville fan. We just said when did you become a Jacksonville fan?
And that was on January 12th, 2023.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. We'll move on. We'll move on, Coach Julius Hall. We move on. And this is involving Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp discussed how Tony Dungy, and I guess this was when he was tied to, that's what I'm about to say, with the Tampa Bay, crew, he was right there. So he talked about the 5 things that Tony Dungy taught him or gave him insight about with regard to what he had to deal with. So, Coach Bernard Brown, what's your thoughts on that? What Warren Sapp discussed?
5 things that Tony Dungy gave him about athlete major being in trouble. I mean, what was the question?
Yeah, it was with regards to what the 5 things that he's going to be faced with, that all athletes are faced with. Tony Dungy, it was an article, it was a video that we sent out that with Warren Sapp, and he discussed that with Tony Dungy, the insight that Tony Dungy gave him with regard to what athletes face.
Oh, well, I don't know what Tony said to him, but I know what me personal athletes face. Number 1 is women. 2, drugs. 3, staying out of trouble. 4, that's about it. I got 3. I don't know what he said, but those are the main 3 to me.
All right. So, Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts with regard to what Tony Dungy, the insight that Tony Dungy gave to Warren Sapp, saying the 5 things that cause athletes to get into trouble, have trouble?
Well, he said, don't stay out after midnight. He said, no speeding. Police won't have to stop you. He said, alcohol, no drugs. And he said, this especially. He said, this especially. Women, those that you don't know well and those that you know too damn well.
Oh, okay.
So he said those are 5 things that get athletes in big trouble. Big trouble. You didn't say little trouble. Those are 5 things that get athletes in big trouble. So I agree with him. If you can get those athletes to understand that these things are triggers for you not being in the NFL anymore, these things will get you thrown out. These things will make you lose millions of dollars. But see, you're dealing with kids whose brains haven't all the way developed yet. So they're under 25 years old most times. And they doing these things because they've never had this kind of money and this type of stardom and this type of status and these type of people running and trying to chase them all the time. So it becomes an issue. So I agree with Tony. He gave them some great advice, and he needs to be telling every new class in the NFL the same thing.
And Warren Sapp did all of them. he did all of them. So really,
but he learned, and he's been sharing with others. So, Coach Al Pompey, what's your thoughts with regard to the advice, the wisdom that Tony gave? Because we had some situations even just happened last season when you got somebody speeding over 100 miles per hour, having an accident, killing someone. And so, again, we look at other issues that have occurred. What's your thoughts on that? And again, it's not just football, but again, it's all sports.
I actually read, looked at the article and those 5 things that he said. I mean, and just what Julius Hall said. He said about the minds of these individuals, but I think it has nothing to do with the minds. I think it all has to do with the money and the stardom. Because as an athlete, these things are taught to you from Pop Warner, from high school to college. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble. Don't do drugs. Don't do this with women. Don't speed. These things are taught to you. You've been on teams. You didn't just wake up in the NFL. You've been on a team. Get where you are, whether that's basketball, football, baseball. You had to be on a team. Have instilled these things into you. But then you get to the NFL and it's the money, the stardom, the things that you didn't have while you were on those other teams. Because obviously you stayed away from those things until you got to the NFL because you made it there. If you would have been involved in the drugs, in the speeding, in the women you know, and the women you don't know well, before you got there, you wouldn't even be there. So it's the money, the start that didn't have before they made it there.
All right. Yes, indeed. And so now that's a good segue to this right here. Darius Miles, who was formerly playing for the University of Alabama. Darius Miles. Oh, that's a different Darius Miles, but that's fine. This is the collegiate Darius Miles. That was the one who played for the Clippers. But this Darius Miles, again, who is from Virginia, he now is at the game. They play LSU. They win the game. Saturday night, they win the game. Sunday morning, he's not charged with murder. So, Coach Al Pompey, what's your thoughts with regards to this Darius Miles and the tragedy that happened in Alabama, right there in Tuscaloosa?
This goes right back, just came off of. I mean, it leads right into it. It's the fame. It's the stardom. He became a D1 athlete, you know, and now the people, the friends that he have, sometimes you can't keep the same friends. You can't be around the same people that you be around, you know. So this is a real sad situation. He's not even the one that fired the weapon. But now he lost his scholarship. He lost his career. He's going to prison. So it goes back to everything from Pop Warner, AAU basketball, you know, high school, college. And like I said before, if these things was instilled, he wouldn't have made it to the NBA, which thus he's not going to make it to the NBA.
Oh, yes. And with regards to this, that he had taken 2 weeks off, approximately 2 weeks off for personal time, and then comes back now to sit. And basically they say that because they had younger athletes who were they're knocking out his time, but he was still right there. And so now he's there happy with regards to the victory against LSU. But now later on, some indications, some reports say that because the young lady would not give him or the other person the time of day. So what they decided to do, she ultimately now loses her life. And someone then said that the car shot fired on them, and they retaliated with regards to that. So Coach Bernard Brown, what's your thoughts with regards to this young athlete who now is charged with a homicide?
Yeah. Man, it's a sad story. At the end of the day, you know, when you leave your parents' house, at the end of the day, from high school and go to college, you're a grown man. You know, at the end of the day, you pick your friends, you pick the wrong friends. And one thing about athletes, and y'all know, we arrogant, we cocky, we think we can get any women that we want because we quote unquote, you know, famous or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, that young lady got killed for something stupid, and she already had a man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel sorry for some of these kids, man. They put themselves in the wrong position at the end of the day. Now, both of them, whether he didn't shoot or whatever, he's going to prison anyway. Number one, he's going to prison because at the end of the day, you're black. And it's a sad story. And at the end of the day, you know, hey, you get what you deserve. Now, this young lady done lost her life for some nonsense because you didn't talk to this young man. Man, bye. And young ladies need to, like I said on Facebook, young ladies need to watch who they deal with. And I'll be honest with you, I am tired of these young Negroes. We tried, and some just don't listen. That's the bottom line. And I'm guaranteed, I'm saying exactly what some of these parents watching this show right now want to say. Watch your kids, man, because these kids is out of control.
All right. And Coach Julius Hall, one of the things that's said by Coach Al and also by Coach Bernard Brown, and here go an athlete who's associated with other people who are not in the same atmosphere as him, and also don't have the same, these same possibilities with regard to their lives. And so now he's associating with people, and now his basketball career in college is not ended, and also a large part of his life is not ended, and causing the loss of life for a mother of a 5-year-old. What's your thoughts on that, Coach Julius Hall?
Well, first I'd like to say It wasn't the producer's fault about that wrong picture. We got Darius Miles in the NBA, and we got Darius Miles that did the shooting. We just got it mixed up because there was no link. It was just a name. But we and me and Javon are gonna blame that on you. But I think
the whole country knew about this right here. So, but I'm gonna leave that alone for right now.
Yeah, but nobody thought about his name. We looked at Darius Miles. He just happened to have the same name.
Everybody says his name. Everybody says his name. Alabama. Everybody has said that.
It don't say nothing about Alabama on this sheet.
So, Ms. Producer, mute him. Mute him. I didn't have to put it on the sheet because again, Darius Miles. Everybody mute him. We're gonna move on because again,
let me give it to you. Now Darius Miles, he was, and Coach Al said it right. You got to be respectful of people. And this girl had a boyfriend and was with her boyfriend when the shooting occurred. He didn't do the shooting, but he supplied the gun to this boy. What the hell is he doing with a gun? And telling the boy to shoot in the car to scare the girl, and then they end up killing her. That don't make no sense. And why you in college trying to be a thug? At the University of Alabama, one of the most prestigious colleges, sports colleges in the country, academic also. But why would you be wanting to have a gun? Don't go in those environments. You won't have to worry about it. And I tell people, I stay out of trouble because I don't go in those environments. I don't go in those environments. I ain't got to worry about it touching me unless it comes to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. And so now we move on. A group of women, an advocacy group, has now gone on to the NCAA, and they have gone and said that women's sports should be for women. What's your thoughts on that, Coach Julius Hall?
Well, I think that women's sports should be for women, but these women got to understand. Stay out of the men's sports then. Stop trying to coach men's. Stop trying to play on the football team. Stop trying to referee their games. If you want us to stay away, post some guy say he want to just play on the women's team. That's why they're doing this, because they know that's coming. Stay out, let it separate it. Y'all don't try to jump on being in the men's sports, and we won't try to jump on being in y'all. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
The opinion of Coach Julius Hall is merely the opinion of Coach Julius Hall. We understand.
There you go.
And to everyone out there checking out every sports report, we all understand that they were not saying addressing it to men. It is talking about the transgender. They're talking about the transgender folks. But again, that's Coach Julius Hall. To all the ladies who check out the show today, tomorrow, forever, understand that was merely his opinion. Email him with regards to that. And that is Julius Hall at youarecrazy.com. So we go to Coach Al Pompey. What's your thoughts with regard to now a group of women who are now, which I think we've discussed this before on Ebony Sports Report. We brought this up that they're now saying, and they're putting out, they're being vocal with this, that women's sports should be for women.
I think Coach Julius Hall been over there looking at my notes because everything he said, I got it written down. I totally agree with him. Women's sports should be for women. I totally agree with the group of women that's advocating for it. Women's sports should be for women. But on the same token, men's sports should be for men. I coach basketball. I got a basketball team now. I got just as many girls on my team than I have boys on my team. Why not make a girls' team? If women sports are for women, men's sports should be for men. Why are the women going out for the football team? Why we got women playing on boys' basketball team? Hey, let's make the sports. If they want to be equal, let's make it equal. Now, it's just wrong for a transgender male, to be on the women's team, any kind of team, because at the end of the day, they're gonna win everything. Our bodies are made different. It's not fair. I totally agree. But if we're gonna make women's sports for women, we gotta make men's sports for men. That's all
and what's going on? You have more transgender females, I just say males, going over into female sports. You don't have the reversal with regards to that. And so again, and they are able to dominate or at least to excel with regards to which then cuts out the competitive balance. So Coach Bernard Brown, what's your thoughts with regards to them now saying females now saying that, hey, listen, females, the force that they have for women because of it. And I also said this goes to Title IX. That again, it's not just as simple as would say females just trying to go play some other sports. This is not even Title IX saying that the government has gone and said that we must make sure that the field and the support and the economics is across the board. Because we see colleges that they have to have a number of sports that also provide that balance. So Coach Bernard Brown, what's your thoughts about women saying that women's sports should be for women? And that's what we're talking about the NCAA.
Yeah. Well, I totally disagree with Julius and Al. Yeah, women's sports should be for women's sports. But I'm saying this. Women, I feel like a woman can go try for if a woman beat a man out for their position in football, then he need to be out. Okay? If a woman beat a man for refereeing, he need to be out. I feel like a woman have an opportunity to do whatever she want to do if they cross over and decide to come into man's sport. I love that. That means we looking at something beautiful instead of looking at the hard going behind men. For the other group, I think a man, transex, whatever, I think he should be not allowed to play with the women because, like they say, be physical, stronger than them. And then they should go get their own team and go play. But for us, the women, I feel like the women have the opportunity to go play with Al. And have opportunity to play with you, so they need to stop it. That's my opinion.
All right. And so again, this is Ebony Sports Reporters. We have Coach Bernard Brown, Coach Al Pompey, and Coach Julius Hall. And so we need to take a commercial because we always try to be obedient with regards to commercials that need to be done. If we're not doing any commercial, I just need to know.
What's that music?
That's the regular.
Yeah, we have background music on the shows. Yeah.
When that happened, I've been going for a while.
Well, listen, it's been on for months.
So Ebony Sports Reporters. And something just came in. We just had a card to come in, and the card reads, if Coach Julius Hall has 15 teams in football, how many teams does he have in basketball? That's what came in. That's one of the cards that just came in. I'm just reading. Just came in.
That's very good. Can I get an answer? Can I answer that?
Yes, sir.
Ironically, I have the same many as you all have in basketball and in baseball. In baseball, I only have the Atlanta Braves, and I've been with them since I was a child. In basketball, right now, I only have 2 teams: Memphis Grizzlies Golden State Warriors. Okay, that's it.
Okay, thank you. So we're gonna move on to a Michael Vick. Oh, excuse me, not Michael Vick. What did you say, Coach Al?
I say you heard what he said. Right now, those are the teams he had.
That's what I said. Right now.
So we now move on to I said the Michael Vick segment. The Michael Vick segment, and this is tied to PETA. People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. They are now saying it's an issue with regard to Ugga. Ugga the bulldog that is from Savannah, Georgia, and that is one of Bernard Brown's hometowns. His hometowns, but again, Marietta and also Savannah, Georgia. So, what's your thoughts on that, Coach Bernard Brown? Ugga and PETA.
Ugga retired? He retired?
No, Ugga's not retired. PETA's saying that Ugga, that is the bulldog, is basically being treated unfairly, and that they're not advocating on behalf of Ugga.
Man, they need to sit down somewhere. They always coming up with some BS, you know what I'm saying? And which Ugga? Georgia done had about 40 of them. So, what's up, man? Sit down somewhere. You know what? It's like they always trying to come up with something to be in the spotlight. All of us got dogs, cats, whatever. Some people mistreat them worse than this. But I don't understand why they complaining about him. All he do is sit in the corner and don't say nothing. So what's the problem? What's the problem? Because he tied up. We tied up. We dogs. Shit, we tied up. Well, put it this way. At least I'm tied up. I don't know about Alan Jewish. I'm tied up. So, man, sit down somewhere. After they did Michael Vick, when they did Michael Vick, man, I don't care about all that. And I guarantee you, every last one of them is white folks. Period. You don't see no sister out there, a man talking about some animal. And that's my opinion. My opinion, not opinion of this sports. So PETA,
that's fine. So Coach Al Pompey, again, PETA saying they want Ugga to retire. They're trying to advocate on behalf of Ugga, but Ugga is still going on, still going strong. So what's your thoughts with regard to this, PETA and Ugga? Coach Al?
And that's been a tradition with Georgia football since what, 1950s. I mean, I don't see what the problem is. We have nothing better to do than to talk about a dog that's probably getting treated better than most of us. I mean, I'm not lead the dog. I mean, they still got a human mascot in the dog outfit. I mean, the dog is just sitting there, probably eating steak, table food. Dog probably eating shrimp. Way better than what we can afford, and they have nothing else to do but talk about a dog. Let's move on from that.
All right. Coach Julius Hall, we got another card that came in. This card came from the Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket. The Yellow Jacket said, "What about me?" And the Yellow Jacket then said, "When did Coach Julius Hall, because I look at the show all the time, decide to become a fan of the Memphis Grizzlies? Did he just decide to do that last week?" That's what the Yellow Jacket said. So, okay, Coach Julius Hall. PETA?
Yes, John Morant. I became a fan. I follow teams because of players. Okay, so I like McCaffrey. Right. I like McCaffrey, and I like Deebo Samuel. See what I'm saying? Samuel, baby. See, that's Samuel. So that's who I like.
I say Mahomes.
So
that's why it's Kansas City.
We got submitted TV or no?
Lord, I got on Kansas City.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I just realized I got Kansas City on right now. But I became anyway. I'm a San Francisco fan too. I already said that earlier. But anyway, let me get on this PETA shit. I'm glad you saved me for last. Don't throw no flag, Al. Don't throw no flag. PETA, damn PETA.
You got so many teams, you don't know what jersey you got on. I mean, that's a flag.
Right. And your feed is late because if we big past that, you need to get your internet feed. So anyway, a damn Peter and Paul and Silas. You know, I'm serious. Peter got more rights than black people got. Bernard, you need to be careful talking about Peter a minute ago, because Peter did Michael Vick, like you said. Remember, you took the words out of my mouth. Peter did Michael Vick, so you better be careful. But I don't give a damn about no Peter. Hey, you black people, y'all silly anyway. Y'all got dogs living in your bed and shit. We don't have no dogs living in the bed. Dogs always lived outside. What the hell y'all start getting them so domesticated? Y'all put dogs in the house. Kick that dog out your house. Ain't no dog supposed to be in no house. Y'all got dogs' rights. More dogs' rights than people rights. Anyway,
Wait a minute, man. I got my dog in my house now.
Kick him out.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
We will move on. We see that is our. Oh, I just don't say the opinion of Coach Julius Hall is merely opinion of Coach Julius Hall, not to all of the dog lovers who are out there, the pet owners who are out there who have their dogs and their cats and their birds in the bed with them. Bernard Brown has a dog in the bed with him. So again, so now, and I have to throw this.
I bet y'all won't put Ugly in the bed with y'all. I bet y'all ain't gonna put no drooling a bulldog in the bed with y'all.
Ugly got the championship.
Bet y'all ain't gonna put no drooling dog in the bed with you, Jamal. I bet you ain't got no dog. I bet you ain't got no dog, Jamal. You know what?
I don't. No, I
That's
don't.
right. Because see, you African. And you know damn well we don't want to have no dogs in the house or in our bed, especially. Who the hell y'all think? Y'all just following people all the time. Want the damn dog. Get that dog ass out the house.
Boy, you on some pill, man. You on some Bernard Brown pill, boy.
I ain't never like a dog. I don't like a dog. I don't like a cat. I don't like an animal. Keep animals away. And the Bible tells you they're submissive to man. They're behind man. Put them in the, where they belong. They belong outside in the wilderness.
All going crazy.
All going crazy.
I was just gonna say this right here, Coach Julius Hall. I could have sworn I saw a Chihuahua in your bed like 2 weeks ago.
Tell you what, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey, I'm about to send Peter to your house right now.
There's some anger issues there. And it's not just gonna be for the house; it's going for the whole subdivision, for the whole neighborhood.
This the only damn dog you saw. That's the dog you saw. He belong outside. He ain't gonna do nothing. This the dog you saw. My dog.
Okay, all right, that's good. All right. Yes, sir. And see, and that is wonderful because it comes down to Coach Julius Hall, if you were on the course and you were coaching Jackson State University basketball, women's basketball, you would probably join a technical foul because of just how you were looking at us on the screen and looking at everyone right there. And so Coach Tamika Reed for Jackson State, she's gotten technical fouls because of just her look. What's your thoughts on that, Coach Julius Hall?
Can't she wear some Gucci? Ooh, fine, good looking. Can't she wear some Gucci? Hell, I ought to slap the referee for giving her a tech. What's wrong with the referee? What's wrong with the referee giving this woman a tech for looking at him long? Cause she scrolls on him. I mean, hey, that's part of her game. You know, and he gonna give her a tech, 2 techs. You know? She wait at Versace on the sideline though. She's the best dressed out of all of them.
All right, Coach Bernard Brown. Coach Bernard Brown has been there. Coach Bernard Brown, what's your thoughts with regard to Coach Tamika Reed getting technical just by her scowl, just her look at the referees? What's your thoughts on that?
That's just like the referee, Al. I'm gonna give Al a check. That's how the referee is, man. Man, that girl looks so good. I'm gonna give them a check for you messing with her, boy. Woo. Hey, I looked at Jackson basketball game. And man, my eyes just walked out my eyes since I got here to the man. And that the ref that gave her a check, come on, man, you bigger than that. But you know what? He probably got mad because she ain't talked to him. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's how the ref do, Al. They get in this feeling. They emotion. Talk to him, Al. You the commissioner.
And Coach Al Pompey, who is also a referee and an official. What's your thoughts with regard to that, Coach?
I'm about to give her a check right now. Next, I'm about to sit her. Don't look at me like that. I scored. I own this field. I was to the parking lot next time. Don't look at me like that.
Okay, Coach.
You stop draining his internet.
Yeah, he needs to go closer to his modem because you answering questions late and you really you're slow. You like this right here.
I'm on time. I'm on
That's
time.
how
I
you
can see everything. I don't have no problem.
On your computer, you think you on time.
I'm not slow over here.
Okay.
All right, bro. We'll move on to this. And Coach Al Pompey, Cliff Kingsbury, he's chilling in Thailand. He's chilling in Thailand. Former Arizona Cardinals coach. He is not chilling in Thailand. He said he ain't sweating nothing right now. He's relaxing. What's your thoughts about this and the other coaching changes? What do you think? What do you foresee with regard to other coaching changes, Coach? While you doing that, we're gonna go on Coach Bernard Brown. What's your thoughts with regards to this? Cliff is now chilling in Thailand, and then you got other coaches. And in fact, today you got basically almost all of the Tampa Bay coaches have been released or they have retired. So what's your thoughts on the head coaching changes? Again, Cliff is now chilling in Thailand, and what's your thoughts with the other coaching changes that vacancies that now have popped up in the Texas zone?
I think they should have got rid of the Tampa Bay coach. I mean, he was the problem. Yeah, he did a piss poor job. I'm being Tampa Bay coach did a piss poor job. The only thing I see every time I see him, all he do is have that stupid look on his face and like, I ain't seen him coach. I think he should have never got hired. I think they should have had Brian Leftwood, the head coach, and they fired him. And with the rest of them, coach, you get fired, go chill, and then they'll find another job at the end of the day. So that's my opinion. A lot of coaches get fired, and in their contract, it's bad, you know. If you don't win, you get fired these days. Period. If you don't win at least over 12 games, you're going to get fired. And Al, your coach, Tampa Bay, horrible job.
Yeah, so Todd, what people are saying, Todd is trying to bring in his own crew. That this is the leftover from Bruce. So that's why Bruce group is now going out the house, and so Todd is not going to bring in his own people. So that's what some are saying. So Coach Al Pompey, what's your thoughts with regards to Cliff chilling in Thailand, and then these other coaching changes that are coming about or that have come about so far with regards to head coaches?
Brown, much as I hate to, I gotta agree with you. I mean, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they did some terrible coaching. I mean, you talking about a guy who's the defensive genius. He's a defensive genius, and he couldn't stop nothing. He couldn't stop water from running. So I mean, you know. So I mean, I totally agree with you. With the coach's head changing, it's expected.
Yeah.
I mean, we coming off 2 years removed from a Super Bowl, and we can't stop nobody. Maybe we should have put some girls in a uniform. See, we could have stopped them because we couldn't stop nobody.
I'm glad you agree.
So I totally agree. And as far as teams chilling in Thailand, hey, when he talk, I was thinking take me with him.
All right. Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts with regard to this? Head coaching changes, and what do you see? Who you think gonna fill some of these positions? Is your boy Sean gonna be filled?
I love y'all. All three of y'all. I love y'all. Al, I love you. Bernard, I love you. But y'all lost y'all damn mind. What the hell are y'all talking about? Byron Leftwich should never have been fired. Byron Leftwich is one of the NFL offensive geniuses. Byron Leftwich should be coaching in a head coaching position in the NFL. But y'all say that he should have been fired.
No, I said the head coach of Tampa Bay should have been fired. I said Byron Leftwich.
We're talking about Todd Bowles.
The head coach of Tampa.
Okay, well, Todd Bowles is gonna be there because he's a do boy. He had a team. Tampa Bay got the blackest coaching staff in the entire NFL. Yeah. They all quitting today because of what happened. They made the coaches the scapegoat for that bad playing Tom Brady. Now, Al, you know that man was torch shaving the other day. That was some garbage play that he did. If he's the greatest of all time, why is he throwing the ball in somebody's ankle the whole day with no rush on him? He couldn't get a pass right. No, that wasn't Tom Brady. It was either the mafia holding his kids hostage, or somebody got a gun to somebody's family head, or he done bet $1 million on the other team. No, man. No. Don't blame Byron Leftwich. Byron Leftwich, bad boy. Ever since his days at Marshall. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Julius Hall. This might become a touchy subject matter right here, Coach Julius Hall, because this is involving some of your teams right here. You were a fan of the Pistons, the Bad Boys. You were a fan of the Bulls and also the Lakers. So now Magic Johnson is saying that he believes that he has to be the one to bring Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan together, because that bad blood still exists with regards to them. So what's your thoughts on that, Coach Julius Hall?
Well, I'm gonna tell you. And y'all can hate me for this here too. Like y'all gonna hate me about the dogs. But damn, Michael Jordan. We talked about him on the show last night. Educated black man. What? Oh, y'all know. Go watch the show. But anyway, damn Michael Jordan. I don't care nothing about no Michael Jordan. Isaiah should never want to be this damn Uncle Freddie. Freddie. He should never want to be his friend. What the hell he want to try to make up? Tell Magic Johnson, stay the hell up out of there. Let Michael Jordan go do what he want to do and act like who he think he is till they show him who he really is. And Isaiah, keep living your life. I don't care nothing about them being friends.
All right. Coach Al Pompey, what's your thoughts with regards to this? That Magic Johnson saying that he feels like he would be the one that can bridge, or he has to bridge Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas together.
I swear, Julius, you must have been reading my notes. Why? Why does it matter? Why he want to go and be friends with Michael Jordan? Why? It don't even matter. Why? That's my question. Why? That's all I got. Why? Okay. It doesn't matter. Why?
Okay. All right. Coach Bernard Brown, this is you basically making amends with Ronald Wilson about what you did to him. And so I guess I might need to be the person to make that bridge, make that connection. So, but we're going to take it to another level. We're going to go to Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson. So, Coach Bernard Brown, what's your thoughts on that?
First of all, me and Ron already made up last year. You remember we seen it? We already made up. But this go deeper. Isaiah is totally. When Jordan first came to Chicago, Jordan was sitting with Isaiah Thomas' brother, and Jordan Isaiah Thomas' brother was taking Jordan. They had that big bang and not letting nobody mess with this guy, and that's a true fact, right there. So when Michael Jordan got a little big and they had playing and all that, and it went bitter. He said, Mike, Isaiah said, basically just respect, because he the one was protecting Michael Jordan in Chicago at the time when it was real bad. Now, Magic and Isaiah is kissing for him. So, that ain't Jordan and Isaiah were never friends. At the end of the day, Isaiah don't give a damn whether he want to be Michael Jordan friends, and it's deep. That ain't gonna happen. So Magic should go ahead and leave that alone. At the end of the day, there's some hard, angry feelings. They don't like each other. It is what it is. Just like me and you had our fist, Jesus, but we made it up, and I love you, brother. I'm just saying.
We still have a bounty on your head.
Isaiah talk like Al on a serious note. Isaiah is personal. Isaiah, they done good Isaiah to right. That's a bad boy. That was a bad boy, man. And if you look at some of his YouTube videos, you can tell a damn real story. The reason why they walked off the court with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan called him a thug, bad for basketball. He talked bad about him. And that's why they walked off. Michael's good and everything and all that other shit, but it is what it is.
On Ebony Sports Reports, we don't have any profanity, Coach Bernard Brown. No profanity.
When y'all started that, man, I done been going for a while. Y'all got so many rules. You got the music playing, and I can't hear myself. You got what? No more cussing. Really? Man, I'm gonna take my talent to South.
You can't go anywhere. We got a contract on your behind. We got a contract. And it's a covenant. And it's a covenant not to compete. You can't do nothing for 10 years. You leave us. You can't do nothing for 10 years. You can't do nothing. And otherwise than that, because let me just go and say that Our Black Media owns you. Julius Hall owns you. He owns you, Bernard Brown. Understand that. Leave us. In 10 years, you can do something after that. But guess what? Our Black Media owns you. So now we go to somebody else. And this with regards to the Bengals and the Ravens. Who owns who right now? Telling them they really going at it right now. So again, now you see this rivalry now occurring with regards to the Ravens and also the Bengals. So we go to what are some of the best rivalries in sports right now, in professional or collegiate? Bernard Brown, what's some of the best rivalries in sports right now?
I think Ohio and Michigan. That one, Ohio State and Michigan. The Yankees and Boston still gonna have their little thing. Me and Al, we got it right. Let's see. Golden State in Memphis. That right there, that would juice it up. That rivalry right there is getting perfect. I can't wait to see that. That's probably the best rivalry in the NBA right now.
All right. And Coach Al Pompey, what's your thoughts? Best rivalries in sports. Some of the better rivalries in sports right now, collegiate or professional.
Some of the best, I think, collegiately. Some of the best rivals in college is Florida State, Miami. That's one of the better ones. I mean, for that matter, you go Florida State, Florida. Any two Florida teams going at it, it's a rivalry. It has been for years, and that's one of the better ones. Then then moving on to NFL. You got the Giants and Eagles. You got the Saints and Falcons. And one of the biggest ones now is the Steelers and the Ravens. So those are the rivalries that I got that I think are some of the biggest rivalries in professional and collegiate sports.
Okay. All right. Coach Julius Hall.
Well,
best rivalries in sports right now.
Y'all got some of them right. But I would say Ohio State and Michigan, Georgia, Florida in college football. In NBA, the Lakers in Boston and New York and Boston, or New York and the Lakers. Those were all big games. In the NFL, you had Dallas, Washington, and you had New Orleans and Atlanta. And those are the ones that I always look forward to. Turkey Day was always a good day because you always had Dallas playing Washington, New York, or somebody. Detroit always played on Turkey Day. So there's some bigger rivalries, but I always like the college rivalries because you get so many on the NBA and the NFL. They screen so many games. The college lets you see everything.
All right.
Who's got a rivalry too, Jesus? Him and Roger Goodell got a rivalry. Who's going to be the commissioner? That's so many teams. Him and Roger Goodell got a rivalry.
Roger got everything. I only have so many teams. Roger got every team.
So now what's about to happen? They're about to get their crystal balls out now. They're going to get their crystal balls out right now. Crystal ball time is crystal ball time. They get the crystal balls out. And so what's now about to happen? They're about to predict, tell y'all the future. They're about to tell y'all the future regarding the future of Tom Brady. They tell you the future of Lamar. They tell you the future of Aaron. Now, Tom, Lamar, Aaron, their future. So we go to Coach Julius Hall. Predict the future. What's about to happen for those quarterbacks? Again, Lamar Jackson, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. What's about to happen, Coach Julius Hall? What's the future that you see?
Al don't want to hear this, but Tom Brady is through. Tom Brady is through. That's him. He's through. Y'all saw him for the last time. Lamar Jackson, he's staying. He finna sign one of the biggest contracts in NFL history. And Aaron Rodgers, he should be gone, but he gonna stay for one more year. So y'all just stand by.
All right. Coach Bernard Brown, with your crystal ball, with your sight, with your vision, what do you see for Lamar? What do you see for Tom? What do you see for Aaron? And I'm tired of Aaron, just to say that personally, I'm tired of Aaron Rodgers, but go ahead.
Tom Brady is going to play for the Raiders because he wants to be close to his family in California because they're going through the bowl. So I see him with the Raiders because they definitely the quarterback. I think Tom's got about 2 or 3 more years, to be honest. Lamar, I see him with the Atlanta Falcons. Signed him, the biggest contract ever with the Atlanta Falcons. It was rumors, so I think he's going to be with Atlanta. He's done with the Ravens. He's done. Way done. And Tom Brady, he's going to move to Hollywood to become an actor. Because Green Bay and everybody tired of him. And that's the future. He's going Hollywood.
All right. And Coach Al, you got your crystal ball, the smoke and everything now. What do you see for Lamar? What do you see for Aaron? What do you see for Tom Brady?
I think Coach Julius Hall got things a little twisted.
Well, look at that guy right there saying, look what this guy here saying.
I gotta know what he's talking about.
Come on.
Yeah, that guy don't know what he's talking about. I tell you what.
He's Jewish fan on every show.
Right. That guy don't know what he's talking about. That guy probably never even played a sport a day in his life. Anyway, but I'm gonna have to agree with you. He owns something, but I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think Tom Brady is washed up. When I say I think he got it twisted, what I mean is I'm not a Tom Brady fan. Never never have been a Tom Brady fan. I'm a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan. I don't care who the quarterback is. You know? So Tom Brady washed up. There were rumors that he's gonna go play with the Raiders. I hope he go home and sit down. That's what I hope for. And I'm gonna put him and Aaron Rodgers in the same category. As far as Lamar, I feel like Lamar is gonna play maybe 1 or 2 more years with the Ravens, and then he'll get traded. He'll look for a better opportunity to compete for a Super Bowl ring. Probably not gonna happen. He'll be a great fit with the Atlanta Falcons. That's the type of offense they're looking for. That's the type of offense they run. But if you go to the Atlanta Falcons, you'll never get a ring. So good luck, Lamar.
Jesus, God just told me that Al has a life-size picture of Tom Brady in his main shed, and that he also has a Tom Brady jersey hanging on the wall. I don't know.
Nobody had to tell you.
See what I'm saying?
That's it.
Thank God for God. Thank God for God. Yes.
God don't lie.
I got Jameis Winston also.
Oh Lord, you messed up then.
What is that? A bobblehead? A fat head? What the hell?
Nobody had to tell you. I can show it to you.
Our producer, we're now going to go to a commercial. Our producer, our Black Media, we're going to go to a commercial. We'll be coming back and close it out. Awesome. Back at Sports Reporters with Coach Al Pompey, Coach Bernard Brown, Coach Julius Hall, and we are all back. And so we're going to jump into some things. We're going to twist it on up. We're going to marry some stuff together. And to marry this stuff together is the transfer portal. You have a situation where you have an athlete who says, I am now about to enter the transfer portal. And he's in the transfer portal. You see him with his Savannah State University gear on, and he's about to enter the transfer portal, and he indicates that he's about to do this. And so what comes out is that he didn't play for Savannah State, and he got called out. The transfer portal and all of the madness that goes on. What's your thoughts on this, Coach Al Pompey?
I'm gonna tell you what I started to do. I started to go get me a college uniform, take me a picture, and enter the transfer portal. You know, that was crazy to me. Guy in this transfer portal never even played a dime for a team. I think I'm definitely not a big fan of the transfer portal, but I think they should have thought about or came up with all these rules or these regulations before they even put this transfer portal into effect. Anybody can do what this kid did. They could know somebody at a school, get the uniform, take a picture, enter the transfer portal. I'm not understanding that. I'm just not. I'm not a fan of it. Don't think I'll ever be a fan of it. I always say, you run what you run. Whoever show up, that's who we gonna play with. You know, we ain't going to get nobody else. You gotta play. You gotta go both ways. That's what we gotta do.
All right.
I'm definitely not a fan of the transfer portal.
Bernard Brown, Quan Proctor, He gonna say that I'm letting it be known I'm entering the transfer portal, but did not play it down, was not enrolled at Savannah State at all. What's your thoughts on that? And he gets called out by the coach.
You know, that's just one isolation. I'm a fan of the transfer portal, I really am, because it's at the end of the day, if I'm at Savannah State, right, and I'm sitting on the bench for 2 years, it's time for me to get out. So I go in the portal. Ain't no different than one thing I don't like about it, and I think y'all said it from the show last week, is hurting the high school kids that, that's probably a D1. And then all of a sudden the coach said, I got this guy in the portal probably better than him. So now they slide him back. So other than that, that's the only thing I don't like about it. But it's just one isolation, like else. It just has to keep it up. But I'm a fan of it. And that's what's happening with Colorado. I mean, I give Deion 2 years and Colorado will be right there in the top 5. That's my opinion.
All right. Coach Bernard Brown, Coach Bernard Brown watches our black media when he's not on the show. Thank you, Coach Bernard Brown. He watches the show. And so, Coach Julius Hall.
Because this is number one ESPN. We better than ESPN. I watch y'all.
All right. Yes.
I don't like this music, but I watch y'all.
Okay. Hey, Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts with regards to Quan Proctor and others, with regards to this, and again, how he gets called out? Now he's entering the transfer portal, which I don't think he can enter the transfer portal, but go ahead, because he wasn't enrolled in school.
Y'all know I love y'all, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I think the transfer portal and image and likeness, name, image, and likeness, NIL, or whatever that is.
Yep, NIL
are awesome new additions to the college world. And with that being said, it is great for the students. They get an option now, just like, the colleges have been using them for so long. So now they have an opportunity to capitalize on this. But I also think that, and like I said, y'all know I love y'all, right?
Yes, sir.
I think they need to bring the transfer portal over to outside of college football so that Al can transfer his damn allegiance from them damn Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You can transfer your allegiance from them damn Yankees, and you can transfer your allegiance from them Atlanta Hawks. Y'all need to transfer your allegiance. I think all y'all need to be in the portal and hope somebody pick y'all up.
We gonna put you in the portal.
Hey, you in that dog. Hey, Bernard, that's a good one. But the only problem is we can't put him in the portal because he got all the teams. He can go anywhere. Hey, he can go anywhere and be happy.
That's a good one. You're right.
Hey, he can go anywhere and be happy. Wherever he land at, he happy.
Hey, Coach Eric, he lucky he here, because I be telling him they need to transfer him out of the portal too. He needs to be in real life so he can transfer his allegiance from small to state.
All right. And we move on to this. Coach Julius Hall. Your kicker has missed 4 field goals, has missed 4 point after attempts, missed 4 of them, missed 4 point after attempts. And you bring someone in, today he did 6 out of 6, but the person he brought in, they did 3 out of 5. What's your thoughts with regards to this, Coach Julius Hall? You've missed 4 point after attempts, and then now today you bring them in. How are you going to talk to this kicker?
Well, seriously, everybody's entitled to a bad game. I kind of like the guy because had he made all 4 of those points, I would have lost my damn bet. I promise you, had he made all 4, I would have lost my bet. So I'm happy that he missed it. He was point shaving. Somebody got his kids honest and probably let him go. Ain't no way no NFL kicker 4 extra points. No way on this planet. He was either trying to get in the Guinness World Book of Records or something, or he was point shaving, or somebody had his family held hostage. Ain't no way I could make one of them. And I ain't never kicked a field goal or extra point in my life. And I guarantee I'd have made one of them. No. 4, he point shaving. The mafia involved in that. I didn't say that, but I know that Bernard knows a lot of mafiosos.
The opinion of Coach Julius Hall is merely his opinion. Ebony Sports Reporters, we do not support gambling, and we tell you contact Gambling Anonymous 1-800-GAMBLERS. And so, if you have an issue with regards to gambling, this is not Ebony Sports Reporters advocating for gambling. Thank you, Coach Bernard Brown. What's your thoughts with regards to this? What you going to tell this kicker?
Well, I'm glad you said the word coming out Julius' mouth is not. It's his opinion. I'm glad you say that. Man, I fired him at halftime. He missed the first 2. I fired him at halftime. So, even though he had a good year, don't get me wrong, he had a good year for Dallas. For some reason, I think I agree with Julius, man. Las Vegas looking good. Because there's nowhere in here an NFL pro kicker missed 30 yards. It ain't never 30 yards full time. And the reason why they won because the captain was so sorry. If he missed 6 of them,
what Tampa Bay got to do anything?
6 of them, they still would have beat them. So it didn't matter. They could have missed 6 and they would have beat them.
All
They're
right.
the only team got blown out in the whole series.
Yep.
They're the only team got blown out.
Coach Al Pompey, they said it was on the wrong hash mark. So what's your thoughts with regards to what you going to talk to your kicker about, Coach Al Pompey missing 4 after attempts?
First of all, I'm just trying to. We talking about a kicker. What the hell Tampa Bay got to do with it? That's what I'm trying to figure out. But regards to the question, this guy became the first NFL kicker that missed 3 extra points in the game. If he was on my team, that wouldn't have happened. He would have had the opportunity to miss 3. Because after the first 2, he would have been gone already.
He missed 4.
He would not have. As a matter of fact, after he missed the first kicker, I probably would have pointed up in the stands. Hey, anybody can kick. I told him to take his uniform off. We had a better chance of picking somebody out the stands. I'd have told him take his uniform off and go to the locker and go find your way home. Don't even go to the locker room. Go catch your Uber home because your NFL career as a kicker is done.
Okay.
He wouldn't be on my team.
All right. And so now we come to Bethune-Cookman University. Coach Ed Reed, Hall of Famer Ed Reed. Ed made some statements, some things he agreed with, but then he went later on and clarified those statements and his thoughts. So, Coach Al Pompey, what's your thoughts on Ed Reed, your homeboy?
I think Ed Reed made some good comments. He agreed with a lot of things that Deion said. My opinion on this is we have a lot of prominent people that comes out of HBCUs. We have a lot of them. Why does it take Deion Sanders? Why does it take an Ed Reed for us to see this? For us to see that we're dealing with lesser facilities than Alabama, or Georgia, or Florida. We have the same athletes, we get treated so much different. Why does it take those comments for us to see that? That's my question.
All right. And Coach Julius Hall, Ed Reed made his statements, his perspective, that he backtracked on some of that. He later apologized for what he said. What's your thoughts with regards to that?
Well, Ed thought that he was still talking to the boys in the hood.
Yeah.
He realized somebody called him and said, "Hey, Negro, do you realize you coaching Division I school now? Do you realize what you just said?" And he he realizes, he had to go and apologize. But he was dead right. How you gonna hire somebody and don't even give them a contract? See, that's what's wrong with these schools now, these black schools especially. One thing I'm going to challenge everybody to do is to support your local HBCU. We need to do it more often also. We get together and we go. I went to the game this year. Me and Bernard, we were there. I don't know where Jamal and Al was, but me and Bernard, we watched the game. We were at Savannah State University homecoming, and we were there. We're going to be at all the games. And I challenge everybody to buy to buy season tickets to go watch these young athletes. But I also challenge Jamal's cousin, Ballard Washington, to also hire somebody that can bring the fans out and do some great things at the school. What was the question?
Do you love gambling?
No, I do not. It is a disruptive, unchristian thing, and you should not do it. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Coach Bernard Brown, what's your thoughts with regards to Ed Reeves made his statement, but then he backtracked with regards to this?
I mean, I agree. Everything he said, I agree with it, but it's the way, it came out and everything. But let me address something right now. Deion Sanders is a special person. Okay. Now, since Deion did what he did at Jackson State, these schools now feel, hey, let's hire Reed, let's hire this person, that person. You may not get the same results. And I don't think he signed a contract yet. And to be honest, behind closed doors, they're probably backtracking. He may not even be there. To be honest, so Deion is Deion, and everybody can't be like Deion. So stop going out there and thinking we can hire somebody for the NFL and maybe they can bring us the same thing. But one thing I can say about it, if it wasn't for Deion, none of this would have come to light. None would have come to light. In Jackson State, even though Deion gone, the basketball program, packing they still in the spotlight. Anyway, that's my opinion.
All right. And Coach Bernard Brown, Sam Hubbard lumbered 98 yards for a touchdown. And so what's your thoughts? What are the accolades that you want to give, or the shouts you want to give to Sam Hubbard with regard to rumbling 98 yards for fumble recovery?
Boy, he looked like he was about to have a heart attack. What I said.
I'm about to have
a heart attack, boy. Stumble, rumble. That's all I got to say.
Coach Al Pompey, what's your thoughts with regard to Sam Hubbard and his rumbling?
I say rumble, tumble, go big guy. He made it. He might need oxygen afterwards, but he made it. And he's happy about it, and I'm happy for him. Rumble, tumble, let's go. Let's get there. That's 6 points. Touchdown.
And they made the point after the attempt also. Yes. Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts with regard to Sam Hubbard, what he did?
Another classic example of point shaving. Listen, these people on the 1.5 yard line with 3 or 4 down, and this stupid quarterback put the ball out in the from 3 yards back. He 3 yards back, but they're on the 1 yard line. What the hell was he thinking? I'm glad Sam Hubbard made it, but he almost got caught. Another 10 yards, he got caught. And then he either fell down one because he was exhausted. And then I think that he cost me money.
Whoa.
So again, go back to the gambling again. I'm against it, but I can't wait for them to bring a casino in. Me and Al gonna be in there all the time. And so you might not be, but we gonna be there because I heard they're gonna have a club in there also. Anyway, but I think that it was great for football. It was one of those moments that we'll see 30 years from now, like the Immaculate Reception.
And today is the anniversary of the Tuck Rule. The Tuck Rule. The anniversary right here. This is what now set it off for the Patriots to not go forward when they cheated the Raiders. Today, we end on that note right there. This is the day, the anniversary of the Tuck Rule, that set it off for the Patriots, even though they cheated. And I guess it was tied to the gamblers. I guess it was tied to gambling. I guess Vegas wanted that to happen like that. And so this has been Ebony Sports Reporters with Coach Al Pompey, Coach Bernard Brown, Coach Julius Hall. We'll see y'all on next week. We tell people all the time, share. And so some of y'all have now souped up Coach Julius Hall and said that y'all agree with him and that he knows his sports.
Oh, that's absolutely correct. People in Savannah. All over the world.
And that is a magnificent San Francisco 49ers jersey you have on, Coach Julius Hall.
No, this is, I just realized. I thought I put.
You don't even know what jersey you got.
No. Al, tell him I got a Debo Samuel. Tell him, Al, don't I have a Debo? Don't I have a Debo?
He's not in your closet. He's not in your closet.
Al, don't I have a Debo?
Okay.
He's not in your closet.
He has a Debo Samuel jersey. He does. But he don't have it on.
Al, and I'm glad you lit Al some of your internet. It's much better.
Yeah, because these shows was going out bad.
And we say thank you all. See y'all next week. Be safe. Have a good week. And look out for all of the teams that Coach Julius Hall had in the playoffs. There are about 10 of them right now.
Commissioner.
I bet the producer is asleep right now.